There we go. Oh yeah.
Perform right now.
Don't be shy, y'all. Don't be shy. I know you got the moves.
Here.
Word up. Let's get it. Tune in, y'all. Tune in. Anybody here on TikTok? Great show tonight, y'all. Oh yeah. We are turned on tonight. Hope you guys turned on. I know you guys are, your fire's starting to spark, but I'll get that spark going. So anyways, if you guys are tuning in, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. We have a great show for you guys tonight, and we have a beautiful cast. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna ask you guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick. So and like I said, just say your name, your age, what you guys, what do you guys do, and what is your relationship status. So I'll go ahead and start with Hope. Hope, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Hope Avenue Johnson. I'm Samoan, and I'm a dental assistant, orthodontist assistant, about to be done with hygienics school, and I'm single.
All right, nice. Okay. We got a pickle field in here. All right, nice. Okay. All right, Isabel, go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm Isabel. I am 27 years old. I am a clerk here in the county in Miami, and I am pretty new into dating right now. I'm starting fresh with someone, so it's kind of, I don't want to say complicated, but it's the beginning.
All right, nice. Thank you so much. All right, back into the game, back into the dating market. That's always good news. All right, and last but not least, go ahead, Adam. Let them know.
How's it going? I'm Adam. I'm 30. I actually build custom cars and trucks. Involved with a lot of the show truck world and SEMA and stuff like that. And relationship-wise, single with a prospect.
All right, single with a prospect. All right, that sounds good. All right, great. So, all right, so let's go right into it. I hope you guys got some questions. So everybody that's watching, you guys already know this is a podcast where we talk about dating, sex, relationships, and we're gonna have every guest on here will have the opportunity to ask some questions, and we're gonna have some great discussions about the topics that's gonna be discussed at hand. So you guys ready? I got a nice question for you guys.
Wait, are we gonna know about you?
Oh yeah. Cool.
Oh,
you guys want? Okay. I'll go ahead and introduce yourself since you asked. Okay. Everybody pretty much knows what we know if they watch the show. So you guys already know I'm Will. I'm 29 years old. I am a podcaster and social influencer, and also I am single like a Pringle. All right, like everybody here on this panel. So we're all in the same boat. All right, so great. I gotta give myself an air horn real quick. All right, cool. All right, nice. All right, so okay. The first question I have you guys, I want to find out real quick, what everybody's looking for. So the first question I'm gonna ask you guys real quick is, what do you guys look for in a partner? What do you guys look for as far as in a partner short term? And you guys already know in today's dating market, there's a lot of people have short term prospects, like Adam said, but they also have long term prospects. So dating culture, a lot of casual sex, casual relationships. That's the culture we live in today. There are some people that are only looking for committed relationships. So I just want to ask you guys, what do you guys look for as far as a short-term casual relationship? But what do you guys also look for if you're looking for commitment in a serious long-term relationship? But if you guys don't do casual, you're going to do committed, then yeah, share what you look for if you're just looking for commitment. But I know today everybody has their own I guess their own perspective of what they look for, short term or long term. So I'll start with you, Hope. Yeah, what do you look for short term if you do any casual relationships, or if you, and what do you look for long term, for like, especially if you want to settle down and finally commit to somebody?
Wow, big question. Short-term relationship, I'm basically just like dating, nothing serious, because I'm very busy with school and work. I know, cliche, that's everyone's excuse, but short term, I'm just looking to have fun, have a body there.
Okay. What type of man you're looking? What type of man you're looking for in order for him, in order for you to be attracted to him short term?
I'm like attracted to intellectual men, someone who can keep a conversation going with me about things that I'm interested in, the environment, humanitarian work, charity, politics, not much of religion.
You said not politics?
Politics, for sure.
Oh, politics. Okay. So
yeah, someone who can keep a conversation about politics, saving the environment, a lot of charity work, humanitarian work, because I'm into that. Someone who is driven, and I'm all about education. Because if there's one thing no one can take away from you is your education. So I'm all about that. Or in a person. Long term, I think the older that I get, the more that I'm looking for someone who has the same values as me, family oriented, same hobbies as I have. So yeah. But as of now, I'm not looking for long term until I'm done with school. So I'm just looking at the.
All right. I'm gonna ask you a very I'm asking you a question. So for long term, I know that's for guys, and this is something that I always hear from a lot of women. What about height? Does height and financial status matter for you? Or for both short term and long term?
Financial stability is huge.
Okay.
But I've had connection with people who weren't financially stable. So like for me, it's all about chemistry. At the end of the day, if we vibe, we have chemistry.
Okay.
I'm good.
Is there a certain type of financial status that you're looking for? Does that be the same level as you, more, or he can just be the average Joe and you give him some time?
From personal experience, people like guys who doesn't have the same financial stability that I have are mostly insecure. But as far as financial stability go, someone who is not insecure if I get paid like $5 more, someone who is financially stable enough that they can pay their own bills. I mean, I guess.
Okay. Do you find that a lot in men if if you make more money than them, then you're saying they're insecure, and then I guess they'll
insecurities there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I have some thoughts on that. Okay. All right. And what about height?
Height, yeah, I'm kind of shallow. Sometimes height matters to me a lot. I'm trying to make some D1 babies. Just keeping.
What is your cutoff? Like you're never gonna date a guy that's this certain height, under this certain height.
Everybody's gonna come for me for this. All the Polynesian out there, don't come for me.
Keep it real.
6 foot going up.
6 foot.
If you're like, okay, I'll make a pass. 5'7" going up.
All right.
How tall are you?
5'3.5".
Nothing wrong with making D1 babies, right?
I mean, hopefully their genes is like strong enough that will be some D1 babies there.
Right. So 6 foot. So if they're not 6 foot, you're not gonna. They have no chance. They have no chance.
I'm changing my answer to like 5'7" going up.
5'7".
5'8".
5'8".
Yeah.
That's like a difference. It's like 4 inches.
All right, so 5'8", so 5'8", and family oriented, and I guess your guy has to be okay that there's
I
some
make
you might more money. If he happens to make more money than you, great. But
yeah,
you know, yeah, you're gonna take it. But if he has to be okay if you make more money than him. Okay, all right, make more money. All right, I'm writing all this down. All right, okay, I gotta come back
Adam's
with my I gotta come back with my debate. I got some thoughts about that. All right, nice. All right, so you guys heard it. If you guys are watching this right now, if you're 5'8" and okay with making more money, your woman making more money, and looking to make some D1 babies, and family oriented. All right, so you might get a quick send the DM real quick.
I'm getting now. Everybody's coming for me.
All right.
You don't come for me.
If you're under 5'8", I'm sorry to say.
You're fine.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. It's all good. Just keep it moving. All right. So thank you, Hope, for sharing it. Short term and long term. So I guess short term, we said short term, you just have to be smart and love to talk about politics if you want to be short term with Hope.
People just want to have a body there. You just like want a body. That's your
she just wants a friend zone. A guy that's get friend zone. Have a body there. That's what that means.
Like a FWB, my BFF, FWB.
Oh, okay. I thought the F stood for something else. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. All right. All right, so thank you, Hope. We'll move on to Isabel. So same question, Isabel. What do you look for short term, if you do short term, but also what do you look for long term? But of course, you're in a relationship right now, so that'd be cool to see.
It's not a relationship. This is just the beginning.
Oh, it's the beginning.
It's not official. That's what I'm saying.
I think they call it nowadays a shopping cart. You're just shopping.
Yeah, I mean,
I know where you stole that one from.
yeah, exactly.
He's on top of the roster.
Yeah, in the top of the roster. Yeah. Okay, all right.
So
what are you looking for? What are you looking for, Isabel? Short term.
I guess. I don't know. If I'm dating, it's for long term. I don't want to do short term. It's like for the long run, dude. If you're not trying to get married, have kids, it's not for me.
Okay. All right. So you're in for the long haul. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to agree with Hope on certain things she says. Like family oriented is a big thing for me because I do have a kid. My daughter is 6 years old. So, family is a big thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Someone that's honest and loyal. That's pretty big. Loyal.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm very traditional when it comes to men. Like I would want them to make more than me. But let's say they don't, that we make the same amount. If it's going to be 50 and 50, then it has to be 50-50 everything. Cleaning, cooking. Like if you want to do this 50-50 thing, all right, it's going to be 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to be no housewife and then paying half the rent. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just saying.
A lot of men are running this way.
They can keep running.
All right. Okay, so 50. So if you split it 50-50, he has to be able to do half of the housework.
Yeah, he has to pull his weight for sure.
It's a modern thing. Everybody do housework, even if you have male parts.
All right. What if he makes drastically less than you, Isabel, financially? Drastically less.
I mean, and he's staying there. That's what he wants to do the rest of his life.
Yeah, see, he's just
probably not. No, he's not driven.
He's content.
It's not for me.
He's content with doing. Well, he's happy. He found clothing. Say like he works construction, and nothing against construction workers, but he just loves it. He just finds happiness into it. Would that work for you?
You said construction. They make a lot. They make more They make a pretty good amount.
Well,
Guys
what
make
do you?
sales.
I don't-
Well, say if he makes the average income, like I said, the average income in America, which is like 35,000, but he's happy what he's doing, depending on whatever he's doing.
Okay,
But he's,
like I said,
but he's
that's
loyal. But he's loyal, like you said. But he's loyal. He's family oriented. But he just makes $35,000.
like, okay, that's fine.
It's okay.
As long as he pulls his weight, is honest and loyal, that's fine. Whatever. It's not a big thing.
But you did mention like about growth. Did you say you wanted him to grow, or is that something you want in your man is to, if he's content where he's at, like do you require him to grow, or if he's content?
I
where
mean,
he's
I
at,
would want him to want to do better.
So you do want it. So you say that. So that you do want him to do better.
Prefer it.
I mean, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would definitely.
Okay. So you're looking for a guy that's always growing financially and is not content. Okay.
That sounds so shallow, I guess.
No, it's what you want. It's your answer. It's what it's what you're looking for. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, so yeah, so you want a guy that's constantly growing financially, even though you may meet him, even though there's nowhere he's at.
I mean, he doesn't have to be a millionaire. But I just don't want him to think that working at McDonald's for the rest of his life is going to be ideal.
Okay.
You know?
So if he worked at McDonald's, if a guy worked at McDonald's right now, like, no, would he have a chance or no?
Probably not,
Okay, probably not. Okay.
to be honest.
Okay, no, that's cool. All right, so
I don't
tradition.
know, like, probably not.
Yeah. Okay, so you want a guy that's financially stable and constantly working on improving himself financially and growing. Okay.
What
All
about
right.
the kids?
And of course, he has to be able to be okay that you're a single mom also. And okay.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
I mean, I wouldn't mind dating a dad either. Actually, dating a dad that's like done having kids, and I'm done having kids, and it's like boom, that works.
Do you want more kids?
No, not right now. At least maybe when I'm 30 or older. But
Okay.
as
So
of right now,
no, not right now, but with the right guy, there's a possibility that you could have more kids with.
in my 30s.
Okay, in your 30s. Okay, in a possible future. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So okay, all right, and what about the height?
I'm gonna say 5'8" and taller.
All right, so all the ladies are just saying the same thing. Okay.
That's because I'm 5'8".
Okay, you're 5'8". Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so 5'8". So
So-
ending 5. Yeah, you don't want him shorter than you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So 5'8", financially stable and growing, and loyal, honest, and you're looking for you're a traditional woman. You want a traditional man. Okay.
for the
All
most
right.
part.
All right. So that's your list. All right. Nice. Okay. And last but not least, Adam, man, what do you look for short term? If you do short term or casual, but also what do you look for long term?
So I'm definitely, like I said, kind of have a prospect at the moment. So
Yeah.
obviously, right now, I mean, I don't like to date and hop from relationship to relationship. I'm much more of I like something long term and stable. I
Mhm.
did the whole hoe phase through my 20s after a really shitty breakup. So
Yep.
I did the serial dating, serial sleeping around. Honestly, it's trying to fill that empty void it's a lost cause, and anyone who's been in that same situation knows that you just dig that hole deeper and deeper, hoping to fill it.
Mhm.
So yeah, after that, I'm like, yeah, I don't like short term stuff. So, I mean, obviously, nowadays, a short term thing is more convenient for a lot of people, just because a lot of people are looking more for a situationship versus a real relationship.
Yeah.
And with social media being so prevalent these days, yeah, people can see what else is out there, and it's good, but it's also bad because there's a lot of window shopping, but you don't know what's actually in the store per se. So, I mean, it's definitely not, I don't think it's a bad thing to, again, you want to seek a partner that checks all your boxes. But if you're basing that off of, just what you see on social media, you can't tell if they actually are, substance or not, which again, so I'm looking for, again, long term. So with that, I mean, again, physically, obviously there's got to be attraction. There's got to be a physical and sexual attraction in any relationship. I think otherwise it's just a glorified friendship. And honestly, I'm not a believer that guys and girls can truly be, I mean, it's difficult to actually have a true friendship because usually one side wants something that the other side may not want.
Yeah.
And a friendship based on, the hopes that something could develop is not, it's not an ideal friendship because somebody's going to end up, and someone's going to end up getting hurt and then it's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, so little mini rant. But as far as relationship, yes, there needs to be that physical and sexual attraction in that relationship. Obviously, yeah, the chemistry has to be right. You want, I mean, because you want to be able to vibe with that person too. You don't want to just have, a purely superficial thing. I mean, again, some people want to do that. I did that. That's the whole, the hoe phase. But no, long term, I want a partner who, she's got her shit together. Honestly, the whole kids thing, I can take her or leave it. I've dated girls that have kids. I've dated girls that don't have kids. To me, it's, it really makes no difference. Like if you're into that person, you gotta, you're dealing with everything that comes with that person. You can't just be like, I like you, but I don't like your kids. Because then, that's going to be a point of contention. On the other side, it's like, if a girl's single and if she wants to have kids, like, okay, well, that's a talk down the road. But definitely looking for, that financial stability too. I mean, I want to have a partner that, like I got you and you got me kind of deal. But on the flip side, I support traditional roles. Like, yeah, I'm all for if a girl wants to go out and make her own money and work, that's awesome. But I also I think there's things that women are better at than men and vice versa. And that's just, that comes down to the biological aspect of it. Like, for example, women tend to be more nurturing. So, if you're having a shitty day, your girl's going to ask you and try to make you feel better. Like, oh, what's wrong? What can I do? And, she's going to be much more nurturing. If a guy, flip side, asks this girl, what's wrong? She goes, nothing. It's like, okay, well, then you can sit there and play that game of, okay, well, or is this the nothing but keep asking me, or is this the nothing is nothing, you just had a shit day?
Okay.
So with that, and then obviously, the vibe's got to be good, and obviously you need to have things in common. Otherwise, it's like, okay, like what are we doing? Like, we click on a few levels, but there's so much shit that we don't enjoy. Like, again, like for me, I'm looking for a girl that's in shape, or at least likes to work out, and doesn't have to be an absolute gearhead, but she'll know something about a car, at least knows how to change a tire.
Change the tire.
And obviously, I definitely enjoy an intellectual person. I mean, so my background, I've got a dual major. I've got a master's in engineering and a minor in business and economics. So for me, I'm a lot of the time my brain is going 100 miles a minute, and I need somebody, in my life that can handle, that mentality and like that constant, intellectual stimulation as well.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So now you guys all have a chance to tell us, express to us, what are you guys looking for? So I guess a follow-up question I do want to ask you guys. What is your, I guess, gauge with the dating market today in 2021?
Wait, I want to know, do guys have a height preference for women?
Well, for guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For me, it's just I wouldn't want to date a girl that's taller than me.
Oh.
I'll be honest, I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm all for D1 babies. I mean, I'm not gonna like I dated a girl for a bit and she was 6 feet tall. I'm 5'9", 5'10", give or take, depending on how beat up I am from the week of work. But I have no issues. I mean, I've got no issue with height. I mean, yeah, that's really you can't really change your height. It is what it is.
For guys, it's opposite. For women, for majority of women, they prefer to date guys that's taller, and then for men, majority of men, they prefer to date girls that's shorter. There will be guys like Adam. Very few, very few out there, Adam, that doesn't care. But I would say is if I do date a tall girl, she better be bad. That's it. For me, I don't discriminate. If she bad as hell, she tall, I'm like, okay, I can overlook.
That's funny.
Because I'm already tall too, so she tall, I'm tall. We're gonna make some D1 baby.
D1.
No. We're going to stick to the league. We're going to stick to no D1. We're going to the league.
You're straight into the league.
Straight to the league, baby. Yeah. So, but yeah. I would overlook the height. If you're just, hey, beauty is beauty. Yeah. So so I do want to ask you guys. So, what do you? We're all single here. You guys all single. You guys all just expressed. What do you guys look for long term? So, what is your gauge or like scope into the dating market today, 2021? You guys all have mentioned what you look for commitment, but obviously you guys are all single as of this moment. So, what is, like I said, what in your perspective, opinion, why is it hard for you, I guess, to date today or to find the person that you want? Because, like I said, I'm just looking at the cast right now. You guys are all attractive people. You guys got good jobs. You guys got good careers. And but we're still single at the end of the day. So why are we still single in this group? And I want to ask you guys, what's your take on today's dating market 2021, today's dating culture, and trying to find the type of person that you're looking for, especially when it comes to long-term commitment. And I'll start with you, Isabel. What's your take on today's dating culture 2021? With men trying to find men today, date men today, and trying to find that type of man that you're looking for in today's dating culture. I want to ask you, what's your honest take? Honest take?
It's difficult for me because I live in Miami.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, Miami is
I feel like that's like enough said. But honestly,
but real quick, Isabel, for everybody that don't know how it is in Miami, what's the dating culture in Miami for all these people that's watching this who have no idea?
God, if you're not out partying, getting drunk, doing drugs, like what are you doing? You're boring, or you're just like a stay at home. But I think it's harder for me because I don't know. Like I said, a lot of guys right now, what Adam said about social media, that it's like, dude, it's like you're constantly seeing all these different, at least I don't know, for women, like all these different models. And there's always going to be someone prettier, younger, fatter ass, bigger titties. Like it's like a market out there, and they don't want to settle, like, or they don't want to settle for the wrong one. So they're just open to dating until they finally decide who they want to stick with.
Okay, is that what you see in Miami? They're always looking for the younger, prettier chick.
Oh yeah, Miami's full of beautiful women.
Yeah, I know this girl from Miami. She on her profile, literally she says, "If you don't have a yacht, don't talk to me." It's just from Miami. That's on her profile.
That's not.
But I get it because in Miami,
she must be like a bottle girl. She's like a bottle girl or something.
Yeah.
Bottle girls, date promoters, and it's just it's like everyone finds their soulmate here. It's so funny.
So you're saying that men in Miami are not looking. I guess are not looking for like a commitment or a lot of marriage.
I think men and women. They're just not looking. It's Miami. They're known to party and just live their life, not settle down.
So out of the men you've been talking to, you don't get that energy from them that they're looking for long-term commitment.
The guy that I'm seeing, or the guy that I'm
Oh, just be
Usually, okay, you know what's the funny thing?
Go ahead.
The funny thing is that if I date someone, they're usually not from Miami. It's like they moved down here, or they live like a county away, or the other county, south, north, but they're not in Miami.
Okay. Do you typically date people outside of the state or within the state?
No, I've never dated outside the state.
Okay, it's just within the state. Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you make it, when you date people, do you make it clear you're looking for long term, or do you save that until you get to know them better?
Now I do, because I went through a whole thing where I didn't mention what I wanted. We dated. It was all like butterflies in your stomach, perfect dates and vacations. And it's like, at the end, he was like, no, I'm not looking for anything serious. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So now I do mention it from the beginning. Like, I'm not here to waste no time. Okay. And I'm not clingy. Like, I'm not saying that he has to be my boyfriend like next week or next month. It's just like, so I know that he's looking for something long term and not just for fun.
When you do say you're looking for long term in the beginning, what's their common reaction from most of the guys? Is it a positive reaction, or like they're like, I need to get the hell out of this? It's like or do you want to run away?
For the most part, it's pretty positive. I don't know, like I haven't dated much, so I guess a few guys that I have talked to have given me a positive reaction, that they're looking for the same thing. Even if they're lying, at least they're lying that they're looking for the same thing. Okay,
all right. And also, like, I do want to ask you, like, I know you're on social media. You do post yourself out there. What is their perception of what is it when you do meet these men? What is their perception of you based on what they see on your social media profile? Because you got the thirst traps on your social media profile.
you got thirst traps.
You got thirst traps on there.
I like a confident man. I love a confident man. Like, if he's insecure, he's not for me. Because I don't know, I've seen insecure men, how crazy they act, and they're probably like the worst ones to date, dude. They're manipulative, they're crazy, and they're narcissists. They're horrible. I like confident men.
Have you ever talked to a man and they brought that up of your social media?
About my social?
Yeah. Have they ever brought it up, or
no? Because most guys that I've talked to are confident. They're I don't know, they post the same thirst traps. They're just like the guy version of me. It's weird.
No. I have seen it when I've talked to men. Also, it's like and I have a lot of friends who are social media influencers online, and they have a lot of they're confident in their body. They like to post their body, but I always tell them is like, and they always find it hard to attract commitment. And I always tell them is like, for men, because we care so much about a woman's sexuality, that if that's what we see on social media, we may have a perception of that. And maybe for a lot of guys, they'd be like, a lot of guys probably think that you can have like 100 DMs and you talking to multiple guys, are probably seeing multiple guys based on what you post on social media. And if I'm just saying,
I don't know. I don't have 100.
Let me ask you, Adam. Hey, Adam, like when you look at women and you meet women and you look at their social media, does that play an influence of your perception of her?
I would say it does.
Yes.
I mean, so I've been in the fitness community and fitness industry for years. I'm not gonna lie, I've dated some absolutely beautiful women over the years, and I'm not gonna lie. I tend to be attracted to the Latin persuasion when it comes to women.
Okay.
I've
winning.
Very much my issues are usually Portuguese and Spanish. I'm not like, and when I say Spanish, I'm talking Spain Spanish, not descendant from South America Spanish. I'm going for that, I'm going for that those conquering nations. But no, as far as how they portray themselves on social media, I mean, I do think that there's an element of that. I mean, obviously, there's some women out there that yes, they create a social media persona,
Yeah.
but that's really because, that's their, I mean, essentially that's their hustle. That's how they're building, I guess their entrepreneurial status as, okay, this is me, this is me on social media. Where I've met women that, portray themselves one way on social media. You meet them in person, you're like, oh, you're completely different. You're completely different than what I thought.
Yeah.
But again, if you do create a certain image for yourself, I mean, the expectation is, if that's how you're portraying yourself, the expectation is that's how you are. I mean, if it looks like a horse, it's probably a horse. If it barks like a dog, it's probably a dog.
Yeah.
So, if you portray yourself a certain way, like, if your social media, I mean, because there's some girls that all they do on social media is literally post pictures in lingerie all day long.
Yeah.
So, the expectation or the assumption is, okay, you're kind of rocking that hoe is life at the moment, which, to each their own. But I mean, again, if it's like, if that's their hustle, if that's their, like, if they're an actual like model, okay, yeah, it makes sense. But then, you've got the flip side of it where it's just, basically tasteless posts like that are nonstop. It's like, okay, if that's how you're acting, you don't have a following, you don't have any social media presence, that's just who you are. Okay. But I do think that how we portray ourselves on social media nowadays plays a huge role in how we're received by people, just because, I mean, the world has become so digital that you literally, on this little thing right here, you literally have access to 7 billion people, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the one thing I would say to you, Isabel, and because you're looking for commitment, right? And like, and Adam said it best, perception is reality. It doesn't matter it's all about how you're perceived by people, because at the end of the day, when we meet people, we're gonna make judgments. That's just human nature, especially when it comes to dating, when we're trying to select somebody. I do notice something, and I always tell a lot of women, is like, if you're looking for commitment, then you have to make sure that you are expressing that on your social media profile. And I know a lot of women today who are very beautiful. They are looking for commitment, but if you look at their profile, like Adam said, you don't see commitment on their profile. All you see is like ass, titties, and hoish, hoish vibes. But that's why you see it based on what they post. So that's something I would say for a lot of women out there. Like, if you're looking for commitment, like, look, I don't care what you post, but at the end of the day, the name of the game in reality is perception is reality. Is what we see, is what we believe. So if you want commitment, a good strategy would be to make sure if the right man happened to come along your profile, he can seek commitment. Because I know for a lot of guys, they'll want to have sex with a girl that's very out there on social media, expressing sexuality, but then they'll show commitment to another girl that maybe not as sexual on social media based on the perception of what they see. There's a lot of guys, when they see a girl that's very open with their sexuality on social media, they just have the assumption that either you're talking to a lot of guys are talking to you, either you're promiscuous, and that's just what guys see. If that's all of a woman's, if that all she's showing is ass, titties, and their sexuality, and that's something I would say on that. And then go ahead. You want to say something, Isabel?
No, I was listening.
Okay. No. Okay. Anybody want to add to that? Anyone want to add to the discussion? That's just thoughts based on what I experienced on today's social media dating culture, because a lot of times what we want in a relationship is not reflected on our profile. And then, like you said, everybody has judgments and perceptions of people, and what are you putting out there is gonna, especially a lot of the dating. Today, everything's on dating apps. A lot of the dating, we meet people on dating apps. Instagram's like the biggest dating app. I think this is where people meet for the most part. So I think it is important to kind of make sure that you are putting the same perception based on what you're looking for in a relationship. That's just my thoughts on that. Hope anybody want to add to that before we move? Anyone want to add to that?
I think I'm good.
I mean,
Go ahead, Adam. Oh.
Okay, so what I was going to say is, in that, I mean, yeah, like you said, they portray themselves a certain way on social media, but necessarily the whole like commitment thing. I think that's when you find out. Let's say you do slide into the DMs, and you're like the girl or the guy actually opens your message. Like I think that's the part where you would find out, like, if you actually start talking to them, I think that's out, what they're looking for. Yeah, like you said, the ass and titties, that's the attention grabber. That's the icebreaker. But then, you actually talk to the person and see what they're about.
Yeah. I'll just speak on today's dating culture. When we meet somebody, the first thing we do is like we ask them, what's your Instagram, what's your social media profile, and we look at their profile. Like, we do this. Everybody does this in today's dating culture, and based on their profile, we make assumptions and perceptions of what we see, and depending on what we see, we calculate. Okay, is this person we want to move on or not? But for average people, for the average population that's dating in today's dating culture, a lot of people make perception on social media, but there are very few people out there that don't really care. You know what? I don't care what I see. I'm just gonna pursue. But I think it is important to kind of be aware of what you're putting out there, so you can attract as many candidates that happen to come along your way. That's how I would just say that. Increase your probability of attracting good people. All right. So Hope, you said something?
You're saying change the way you post to attract people?
Yeah.
No, be aware.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying be aware. Be aware of what you post.
Be aware of what you post. Got it.
Yeah, all I'm saying is whatever you want is like it will be easier as far as attracting suitable dating candidates if you align what you want, if you align what you want based on how you show yourself on social media. So if you're looking for commitment and a good man, I think Hope, I'm sorry, Isabel said she's a very traditional woman and you're probably looking for a traditional man, then I think it would help to have a profile that shows you are a traditional woman.
I don't know. It's like I've dated both. I've dated guys when I was younger. I've dated guys that cared about what I post. So I'm like, okay, my Instagram was normal. He was there and he still wasn't loyal. So, and he still didn't commit. So I feel like at this point, it's like, what's the point of even changing my Instagram for any guy? Like the right guy is gonna find and I don't even feel like my Instagram's that bad. You're making me feel like my Instagram's horrible, but I guess I guess it's giving off.
No, I'm not saying your Instagram is horrible. I'm just saying this is what I see in today's dating culture, right? And of course, look, the thing is that guy that you met and end up being disloyal. I mean, that has everything to do with him. I'm just saying is, you just want to make sure
that's not even from my Instagram. That's like back then when I was younger and I was the goody two shoes and I was like just with him, and you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. I'm not gonna change it for a guy to be.
No,
it's not gonna happen.
What I'm saying is like.
But
what did you say, Hope?
I see where you're coming from. I see your perspective on what you post on your media, attracting the people that you want.
Yeah.
In a way, I disagree. I don't feel like you have to change the way you portray yourself to attract someone.
I'm not saying to change. I'm just saying be aware, be logical with what you want. Right? So like, if you want a traditional husband, if you want a guy that's traditional, that's loyal, that's God-fearing, that wants to settle down, but if all you post on social media is the fast life of being single, independent, it doesn't say you're ready to settle down. He may skip you for another girl that shows
for another because of what he sees.
What he sees, because that's his perception is reality. So all I'm saying is, if you want to take advantage of the probability of for guys not to skip over you or misjudge you, because like I said, you guys are great ladies. You guys are looking for a commitment. You guys, you might lose out on a guy just because of that. Because I know girls like.
Or maybe he's not the guy for me.
Maybe he is, but you guys haven't met yet.
No, maybe I'm looking for a guy that has 100,000 followers. I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know.
No, I'm telling you, I have a lot of good friends right now. They're probably watching this, and we have this conversation all the time. And I tell them like they're beautiful, they're in shape, but no guy is committing to them. And I tell them all the time, it's like if what you're posting says, I don't need a man, I'm just having fun, I'm not ready to settle down, right? I'm in my whole phase, because that's what they're posting. Thirst trap. Right.
I think Will say, just like leave some pointers out there on your social media page to let them know that.
I'll give you a perfect example. If I
That's
post
so
on my profile that I'm broke and have no goals in no goals in life, you know, I'm playing video games all day. I'm just chilling at my mom's crib all day. Do you think any woman will come my way?
Let me ask you something.
Huh?
You'll be surprised
No.
into that.
Yeah, that'll be the one girl that nobody wants, and she'll come to me. Right. So that's what I'm
But
saying.
for the most part, I don't post like hot girl summer or any of that stuff. I post like a bikini picture, but that's it. It's like it's not saying whatever. The point is that I don't use Instagram like that anymore. I'm actually more on TikTok now. I love TikTok. I use more TikTok. It's you know what I do at the end of the night. I'm scrolling to TikTok. I don't even use Instagram.
Isabel, have you seen your profile?
On TikTok?
No, on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok? Okay, right? But why am I here right now? Why am I on this podcast right now?
To talk about dating, sex, and relationships.
Okay, but how? How'd you find me?
Through Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Really?
Instagram. Yeah, through Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I usually do stuff like this because of TikTok. So people message me and they're like, hey, can you promote my brand and this and that through TikTok? So
yeah, but I reached out to you to be on a podcast. I didn't reach out to you for commitment and marriage.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like well, because of my social media, I joined the podcast. Because of my social media, I get to promote diffuser because of my, you know what I'm saying?
No. That's what social media does, right? It does help us in other platforms, other avenues of our life. But if we're talking about specifically finding a man or finding a marriage or commitment from a man, then that can be a disadvantage. That can be a con. So the pro is you can grow, you can start a business, you can reach new people, get on a podcast like this right now.
I'll be single forever. Fuck it.
Okay.
If I'm moving up.
No, yeah, I'm just saying you guys are great ladies. I'm just saying the profile doesn't matter, and sometimes I do see that you might get passed up a lot of times with certain guys based on what you put out on social media. That's just my observation.
That's the loss, Isabel. You post your bikini photos, and if the right guy talks to you,
no. So
there's a Spanish saying. There's a Spanish saying it goes like this: "Lo que es para ti, nadie te lo quita." Right? It's a Spanish saying. A lot of Hispanic people use it. It's basically saying like, "What's for you, no one can take it away from you." So I don't know. I just live my life like that.
I was watching this. I was watching this show. I don't know if you guys watch this show. I forgot the name of the show. It was a dating coach, and she, her clients are Instagram models, and we're talking about Instagram models within like the millions. You know, they have a blue check, and she said that 90% of them struggle to find a man. And these are Instagram models, beautiful, gorgeous, have the perfect body, have a blue check, they have millions of followers, but they can't. But this is the dating relationship coach or matchmaker. They said they find it hard to attract them because a lot of men, when they look at them, they think they can't take them seriously because they think that they're not looking for marriage or they're not looking for marriage based on what they see on the social media. That's just my opinion about that. So, you know, it will hinder at some level of certain guys that may pass up on you. So just because of that, that's just what I would say. But you're still gonna, like I said, you're still gonna try guys. Like I said, try guys, right? You know, guys are guys. They're still, you know, they're gonna shoot their shot. I'm just saying is, if you're looking for that special man that's traditional, he's looking for commitment. He wants to be loyal. He wants to settle down. He's done fucking little hoes and all these. And he just wants one woman. That guy is looking for a specific type of woman. So
I agree.
Optics is everything. So he's looking for a specific type of woman. So when he sees you, he's gonna consider everything, your social media, everything about you before he calculates to move on to that to make that move on a woman, right? Or guys are not looking for a specific type of woman; they just shoot their shot at everybody. So
right.
Right. So I'm just saying is that the type of the man that you guys both mentioned on your list, you know, that guy is looking for a specific type of woman. So that's all I'm saying is, so I would say social media, because that's the dating market today. Social media has a big influence on how we perceive people. I guarantee he would look at it and take into consideration what he sees. That's what I would say. All right. But be you. Be yourself. But I'm just saying is show more of that wifey traditional thing that you were mentioning. More pictures of that. Add that to the profile. Add that to the profile.
Funny.
That's how I would say. I was keeping 100. All right. So all right, cool. So we'll go to you, Adam. What is your take with today's dating culture, social media? What is your take of the whole dating culture today and trying to attract the right type of woman for you, attract commitment from the woman that you're looking for?
So my take on just today's dating culture, I kind of touched on it, is basically everyone's window shopping, and it seems that majority of people they're always looking to trade up, even if whether it's a guy or girl. They could have a girl who is 95% fucking hitting on everything, checking all the boxes, and that 5% doubt is enough for that guy or girl to start peeping around and see what else is out there and be like, oh well, this dude's 95%, but that dude's hitting 97%, or at least so you think. I mean, again, without actually knowing the person, you have no clue. I mean, I know there's tons of people on social media that they portray their lives a certain way, and you come to find out, broke as shit, don't have any of the stuff that they're showing on social media. It's all just a facade that they put on because for example, I wouldn't say he's a friend, but there's an acquaintance of mine who I know the dude's broke as shit. He literally he owns nothing. He has no liquid assets. He doesn't even own what he does. He straight up dumps money into renting. He rents cars all the time just to show the persona, show that oh yeah, I'm balling. He'll do like an Airbnb and take a shit ton of photos in it and be like, oh, it's my crib, blah blah. It's like, dude, the fuck it is. So it's
I hope he's not.
Huh?
I hope he's not watching.
I doubt it. Like I said, he's an acquaintance, not a friend. So if I heard if he was watching and I hurt his feelings, I don't give a shit.
That's embarrassing.
It's like, so people are gonna find out sooner or later. Let's say that girl's like, ooh, what's up? Let me see what this dude's about. It's like, oh yeah, I'm broke as fuck. I can't even. We're going to McDonald's for lunch.
But that's what we were talking about before, right? Social media has a big influence over how people perceive you. So he may be broke as shit, but I guarantee you he's still probably pulling some girls because they think they perceive him to be rich, even though he's not rich in real life.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it's, again, nowadays, especially with access, your phone is literally, you have the entire world in the palm of your hand. So, perception is reality. Whether or not that reality is actually real is another, it's a whole nother question. So, I mean, and again, with that being said, that's why it seems like no one wants to actually commit to something long-term. They're happy with a situationship until that situation no longer, satisfies their needs or serves their purpose. And as soon as it becomes a little bit of work, a lot of people are like, fuck it, I'm on to the next thing. I'll use the analogy. You don't burn the house down if a light bulb goes out. You fix the light bulb and you keep moving forward. You don't throw away a good thing in hopes that you're going to find something else out there for no reason.
Do you find a lot of the girls that you meet are not looking for a long-term, not looking for commitment when they, is that what your take with a lot of the girls that you meet?
A lot of them, yes. It also, it comes with the industries that I'm involved in. I mean, the fitness industry, people there. I mean, I'm not the whole bodybuilding and fitness industry. It's a selfish sport. It's a selfish sport. It's a selfish industry. But I mean, the amount of time and commitment it takes to hit that level that we all aspire to hit. Mm-hmm. You need to be selfish. Otherwise, I mean, you're not gonna make it to that level. I mean, and on the flip side, with being that selfish, in that selfish aspect, if you have a great support system, it makes life a hell of a lot easier. I know, for example, I hate meal prep. I fucking hate meal prep. I can cook like a fucking champ, but when it comes to actually, prepping all the meals out, I hate doing it just because for me, it's tedious. It's annoying. Now, at the time I was dating a chick when I was prepping for a show years ago. She literally, all she wanted to do was just cook all my meals and make sure I had all my shit squared away. Like she was, she was in the fitness industry, but she wasn't a competitor.
Yeah.
Like when you have that support system, like you want to have that support system, it makes life a lot easier and makes, it allows you to actually be like, instead of being like, oh yeah, sorry babe, I can't hang out tonight. I gotta prep my meals for the next, 2 weeks or whatever. If you have someone like, if you've got like, someone in your corner who's like, hey, I got you on these things. It's like, hey, like it makes it more free time to actually be able to spend with that person. So, I mean, but at the same time, again, it's a lot of selfishness. So people want something out of convenience. Like, it's like, oh, hey, like you're hot, I'm hot. Let's do this until it's no longer convenient. And then, we'll part ways. We'll see each other around the gym, but we'll act like we never dated or, it's like you go from being strangers to friends to relationship to friends to strangers again. That seems to be the progression. And personally, so this happened actually not too long ago. Actually, I guess it was within the last month.
Mm-hmm.
This is a prior prospect, I'll call it. We were talking. We actually met through a truck group. So truck group, awesome girl, beautiful. 5'9", so D1 babies.
Okay.
Freaking has the marksmanship of a military sniper. So I'm like, oh damn. And she basically, she shoots in like the 3-gun competitions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Which, not gonna lie, yeah, if a girl can handle a firearm, that's fucking hot.
Yep.
All that, had a big lifted truck, owns her own gym in the Midwest. Everything was all cool. Went there, hung out with her. Everything was awesome. Then, after I leave, everything's fine. And then about 2 weeks later, all of a sudden, she just starts getting weird. Like, went from everything being like, everything went from being fucking like smooth sailing, like perfect. Like, yeah, this is awesome to, like 2 weeks later, like, oh yeah, we're fucking, we're playing the ghost game. Okay. Now to me, I'm like, okay, what the fuck just happened? Like we literally just, we were even like, again, I understand, she's a business owner. She's focused on her business, what she told me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you say, all it takes is, hey, I'm busy, not like, 2 weeks later after, we hooked up, we've started making, plans down the road to ghost status. Like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Now maybe you girls want to weigh in, like what I guess what usually makes you want to do that, like where things are like smooth sailing. I mean,
was it long distance?
I mean, it was a little long distance. I mean, so with what I do, I mean, I'm traveling, like I'm on the road constantly all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's kind of distance, but kind of not, because I'm literally traveling back and forth, like through, she lives in Missouri. I'm going through Missouri like every few weeks with what I'm doing.
Okay.
So it's not like, it was long distance, like kind of long distance, but at the same time, it's not like it was an, unmanageable thing. And again, it was still kind of in its infancy. Like, hey, we're still feeling each other out. We're getting to know each other. Yeah, we don't live in the same town, but we're still we'll be able to see each other on the same schedule that you would if you were just starting to date somebody. You don't want to be totally up their ass all the time, but you're still getting some good quality time in.
Right.
And again, I understand, again, she owns her own business, which I know, like owning a business is like a brick and mortar business too, is, it's a big deal. I mean, running a gym is not an easy thing to do. I get that. But, you don't like, it just makes no sense going from, okay, like, planning things and talking shit out, like, oh yeah, like let's actually plan a few things out, like these dates and these months and figure stuff out. Okay, yeah, cool. All things like all set, like all good. And then all of a sudden, ghost.
So she basically love bombed you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Maybe she has like an ex that she still can't get over. Comes around.
Possible.
Well,
maybe that's her ex. Who knows?
What?
Maybe that's just her MO.
True.
Yeah.
It just, it's one of those things that just, as a guy, it seems weird. Like how is everything, like how does everything go from being so good to being like?
But that happens to women too.
Oh no, I get it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys do it to girls all the time, and guys are fuck boys.
She's a fuck girl.
it just yeah. I mean, if she ghosted you, and I mean,
yeah,
she ghosted you, right?
Well, so she ghosted me, but here's the thing: she'll do enough to, keep it like, keep just that that 1% hope left.
Oh yeah.
So
you know what that means, right?
You're on the roster list, bro.
Yeah, you're in the bottom. You're like the bottom of the roster.
You need to start sending her some TikToks so you can move up the roster list.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
don't
So
have time for TikToks.
You got.
Anyway, that was just a side note. Like I said, I kind of moved on to the next girl that I'm interested in, and things are going well so far. Again, we're just in the talking phase, but yeah, it's always that you're having good conversation all of a sudden, and a ghost from the past pops up, and it's like, well, what the fuck? Like, what do you do with this? It's like, it's like you moved on to something, but all of a sudden, someone like your past is like, oh, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Like, enough to keep you on the hook, but not enough to reel you in.
I know. I forgot who brought it up. Was it Isabel? But maybe it was Adam about social media. The one thing about social media, a lot of people don't realize, social media has kind of changed the way we see dating now. Where people, so people are always looking for the better option. So that's why I mentioned before. That's why I asked you guys, what are you looking for, short term and long term? And one thing I realized about people today, most people are talking to multiple people at any given time, and a lot of people are just jumping from one option, but they're always looking for the better option. So sometimes they'll give time to somebody, and then just and portray like they're interested, but in the back of their mind, they're still looking for something better. And if something does pop up better 2 weeks later, they're gonna move on to the better option. And I've seen this countless times where I know people that they're talking to 4 or 5 people at any given time. And if the first option is not giving them time, but the third option is, they'll give the third option the time, spend time with them. But if that first option sends a DM or sends a text, best believe they're gonna leave that third option and move on to the first option. Because you guys already know, if a man or woman is really interested in you, you're gonna commit your time and invest your time and energy into that person. Give everything if you really like that person. So when you commit to somebody, when you love somebody, you're gonna give them their time of the day. That's why I always tell people, if they're not giving you any time and they just ghosted you, that just pretty much means that they found a better option and they moved on. So, but they don't know. They're missing out on you, Adam. They're missing out, man.
Well, and the thing is, like I said, I think it's funny because she'll do enough to keep that little bit of interest there. Like, oh hey, like it's not like it's one of
keep you in the roster. Trying to keep you in that roster. Yeah,
it's like one of those things. It's that text at 11:30, 12:30 at night. Like, hey, how was your day? Blah blah blah. It's like, and again, like when I was talking to this previous girl, like she knows my schedule. She knows what's up. She knows where I'm at relative. Like, because we were talking about again, she does the truck stuff. She likes the truck stuff. So I mean, I talked about all the plans like that. So it's not like she doesn't know what time zone I'm in, what schedule, what my schedule is and all that and what I've got planned. So it's that weird thing oh, how was your day at 11:30, 12:30 at night? It's like what do you want? And it's and then guys are dumb enough to play into it. So you have a good conversation for the next hour and a half, and then poof, ghost again. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where do you guys live?
I live in Philadelphia.
Where?
I live in Philadelphia.
Oh, nice. We have a lot of Philly people that come down.
Oh,
Hey, now I was gonna ask you, Isabel, Miami, right? You're talking about like people having options. Like there'll be certain people that just be with somebody and then just looking for the next big person. Um, you see that a lot. You see that a lot in Miami. Everybody's always trying to find the better. Because I know Miami is very competitive. Everybody's looking for like
A better yacht.
Better yacht or a better
A bigger yacht.
A bigger yacht.
yeah, bigger yacht, yeah.
Bigger the yacht, the
Or,
bigger.
what do you call it? All right.
What?
Yeah, but this is what it is. Like, if somebody's down with you, they'll give you their time. And then you guys already know. If me ask you guys a question, if you guys found somebody that you really, really like, do you give them 100% of your time and energy?
Hell yeah.
If you really like them and they reciprocate it back to you?
Mm-hmm.
I get tunnel vision for the person I
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
I cut everyone off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you meet, and I'm sure you're the same, Adam, right? When you meet somebody you really, really like, you give them your time, even though you're busy. Even though you're a busy entrepreneur, but you find the time for the person that you really like.
Absolutely. Like for me, again, like I said, I'm with my business. So I'm based in Montana, but I'm literally on the road, 300 days out of the year. I mean, I was actually just in Florida a few weeks ago for the Daytona Beach Truck Week.
Mhm.
So
that's cool. It's in Florida.
yeah, so I was down there for that. Before that, I was in Nashville. I've got Atlantic City coming up next week.
Oh,
Then-
nice.
So I mean, I'm literally, right now I'm basically just knocking out along the East Coast. After Atlantic City coming up this week, there's a little bit of a break. Then there's another show back in Missouri, which is the one I talked to that previous chick about, and she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then so again, I'm on the road all the time. But yeah, even with my schedule, with being busy, running the business, I mean. And I do everything. I do the builds. I do my own accounting. Like I do the engineering aspect of it. Yeah, if I'm into a chick, like my free time, I will absolutely be putting that time into her. Like if I can call her on the phone when I'm like under a truck wrenching and putting suspension parts on, I will absolutely call her and be like, hey, just so you know, I'm working on a truck. So if you hear power tools, you know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I'm straight up like, yeah, for me, like Isabel said, I'm tunnel vision for I'm down for it. And for me, anytime I start, a new relationship or new courting of a girl, she starts off at 100%. Like she's gonna get all my trust, all my, like all the good shit. And I mean, if she starts, doing shady shit or acting weird, yeah, I'm absolutely going to pull back. I'm like, look, I don't have time to waste. Like if I'm putting my time and effort into you, like when I have free time, like that's a big deal. So if you're going to start, doing weird shit, start acting funny, I'm going to pull back. And then, and then it just creates that snowball effect of, well, when I pull back, she's going to pull back more because, because like, okay, well, if he's not giving me the same attention, like why'd he stop giving me the attention?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I do meet people that are in denial. They're like, no, he's just too busy, or she just forgot to call me 3 days ago. And yeah, right. I'm like, nah, you just live in denial. It's time to move on. All right. So okay, so Isabel, what's your question? I know you have a question for us. What is your question?
I did.
Yeah, you had a question.
I don't remember now. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna come back to you, Isabel.
Okay.
Think about it. I'll give you some time to digest and think about a good question. I'm gonna go move on to Hope. Hope, what's your question? What is the question? Hope, blast away.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Questions.
Oh no, don't tell me you guys are doing the female thing.
No, I'm prepared. I'm just like, I'm thinking about it.
I got a question for the girls.
Go ahead, Adam. We'll come back to you.
Since I touched on it, I'm sure, I mean, we're all guilty of this. What goes through your head when you do, you text a guy at 12:30 at night trying to have like a full-blown conversation? What's the thought process behind that?
If I'm texting 12:30 at night, I'm trying to get some in and out.
I agree.
That's what they're trying to do.
They're literally if you're the last person they're thinking about before they're going to sleep, come on, dude. It's
I had a
it's a
hard day.
no-brainer.
I got home. I was lonely, and I was like,
Exactly. I'm having my glass of wine. I'm thinking about him.
like, who is
Yeah.
at my spot right now? Oh, this person.
Let's be so. Yeah, that's just a booty call. That's what they call the booty call.
It's like men. Women are like men, just softer.
Modern women are like men now.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. And of course, a lot of guys will kind of misinterpret that, right? If women do text you at 12:30 in the morning, a lot of guys will misinterpret it. Oh my gosh, she cares. Like, no, guys. If you listen to this, she does not care. She just wants sex.
Gosh,
So that's why I make sure the guys are watching this understand. If a girl's out of the 24 hours in the day, she didn't she didn't text you during the 1 second of the day. She couldn't find time to talk to you, but then she texts you at 12:30 in the morning. That says everything you need to know.
I just want to say thank you for
hey.
putting this podcast for the Polynesian community who are gonna swipe left on.
Hey, but hey, look, just take everything you can get. Hey, if she wants that physical attention at 12:30, just take it.
Polynesian Philadelphia, so I'm good. Stick to the white men.
Yeah, but you guys done that before, right? You guys have send them a message at 12:30 in the morning, looking for some action. Yeah,
absolutely, 1,000%.
Yeah, you do too, Isabel.
Yeah.
What's the closure rate? 100%, 100%, 50%.
It's actually 12 right now here in Miami. It's 11:35.
Yeah, but what's the closure rate? Yeah, is a high closure rate?
I don't know.
Well, guys, our rate is low, but I don't know for you guys.
Are you trying to say men are easy? Men are easy.
Yeah,
when it comes to sex, 12:30 in the morning. Hell yeah.
That's the time. They're like, yes, I will Uber an hour to you. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you, what's the fastest a guy's ever responded to you, and how fast did they get to your house? Or, yeah, I want to ask that question since we're talking about it. Like, what was the fastest response you ever received from a guy, and how fast did he get to your house?
2 seconds, 10 minutes.
So what did you say, Hope?
Sorry that I'm telling our secrets, but 2 seconds, 10 minutes.
You just the next door neighbor, the roommate.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in the parking lot.
No, it was just like it was the closest person here. I was like calculating radius, and I was like, oh, who's closer here? Who can get here before I fall? So I hit up that person, and I was like, this right now, he'll respond immediately and be here in 10 minutes. So I did it. Yeah.
All right, for sure. All right, 10 minutes. How about you, Isabel? What was your fastest response?
I felt like mine was longer. Maybe I don't know, an hour.
I think how to calculate radiuses, Isabel, if you need me to.
I guarantee you, he probably saw that text late. It wouldn't take no guy an hour to get there. He probably saw it late. He probably woke up. Oh shoot! Texted me like 30 minutes ago.
That's funny.
He probably saw it late. He probably watching Call of Duty or something.
I know I fall asleep when people are headed to my house, so that's why they always come fast as possible. Because if I'm asleep, I'm like,
that's hilarious.
My phone goes off after 12:30. I'm definitely believe I'm checking that message.
I'm not gonna lie. As I've gotten older, I've become more naive. So, little backstory for me.
Oh, Adam, bless your soul.
I've gotten more naive because through my 20s, I was a stripper. I was a male stripper.
Awesome.
Wait, Adam, you about to do a flashback? All right, tell your story.
So basically started stripping after a really shitty breakup. Didn't care about, I would totally went into straight up fucking sleep with everything mode. I racked a body count that was not something to be proud of.
Yep.
But so yeah, I went through. Huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, I went through that whole phase, and for me, at that point, I was no longer living. I kind of dissociated my entire life from, the persona I'd created for myself of that stripper. So for me, my whole life revolved around, basically the sex industry, stripping, all that shit. So for me, if a girl was talking to me, I assumed at that time, it was all about, getting laid and, living fast and loose and partying and all that shit.
Mhm.
As I came out of that, now if I, now when the girls and stuff like, I would say it definitely changed my course and what I look for. Cause it's like, okay, like now it's like, if a girl's flirting with me, half the time I'm so fucking naive to it because, like it kind of, reality became skewed as, when you're working in a strip club, yeah, exactly why they're there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, now when they come up to me, it's like, okay, what what are you getting at? Because for me, in high school, I was not the hot guy in high school. I was definitely not the ladies' man. I was a virgin till I graduated high school. Like I was, I blended into the background. I was a nobody. And then,
Same.
and then life progresses. So now after,
To determine that was a lie.
Out of that whole phase, it's like, okay, now if a girl's flirting with me or all that, it's like, okay, is she actually flirting with me and she's, like feeling it, or is she just looking to fill her time?
Yeah. So let me ask you. So let's help out Adam real quick, ladies. So he's saying that he wants to figure out how do women give off to how can men recognize if a woman is serious, so that way they can
ask her from the beginning. Hey, what are you looking for?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm a straight.
But again, but women can also lie as well. So like,
Yeah.
So let me ask you, ladies, if you guys find a guy and you're really interested, what do you do, like to show him that, hey, like to let him know, like, I'm interested and I'm taking you seriously. I'm looking for commitment. Like, so you would, yeah, what would you ladies do if you found somebody you really, really like, and what do you do to let him know that you're interested, for him to realize, like, to make his move?
Well, I have a recent incident because I'm pretty intense and straightforward. It's probably why I'm single. Probably not. But there's a guy back home that I'm interested in. And when I was home on vacation, I saw him at the bar and I went up to him and I was like, hey, I'm not going to say his name. Hey, so-and-so. And he's like, oh, hey, Hope, like, long time no see. You still remember who I am? Because, like, we went to high school together. And I'm like, of course I remember who you are. You're brilliant. Like, I love your brain. I just want to pick at it.
Yeah.
I'm weird when I'm flirting.
That's cute.
And and then I was just like, so-and-so, like, I always thought you were cute and smart and, like, I'm attracted to you. Here's my number. If you want to get to know me more, like, hit me up. If not, then whatever.
I am the opposite of Hope. I don't have the cojones to hit on a guy.
And then he called me before
that
I
works.
left.
I know it works. It works.
And he's like, I've been interested in you, but, like, let's be more serious about it when you move back home. So now I have a man back home waiting for me when I'm done with school.
Okay. How long before you're done with school?
Well, what he doesn't know is, like, I'm almost done with my program in 2 years, but then I'm coming back to finish dental school. Will probably take 4 years. But then I also shot my shot to someone else who's his cousin now. Because, small island. So now I have a cousin, like 2 cousins waiting for me back home.
Dang.
I got myself in a situation.
Family tree shit.
The other cousin is, like, my best friend since we were 5. But then I didn't know the cousin that I shot my shot with was his cousin. So now my cousin's waiting for me and his cousin.
Yeah. So he probably knows too as well. He probably knows you shot your shot with his cousin, huh?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well,
Gonna create some family drama over there.
Yeah.
well,
Not yet.
Family reunion's gonna be a little awkward.
I I know.
All right. So you
Emily.
so for you, Hope, you're just upfront. You just let him know, offer it.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just
All right. What about you? So Isabel, what about you? Like if you meet a guy and you're very interested in him and you want to let him know that you want commitment and
I think
what
I'll just be straight up forward with him. I'll tell him what I want from the beginning, how I feel about him. I'll let him know that usually.
what would you say? What would you say?
What have I said before? I don't know. Like, so this guy that I'm seeing now, I've told him that ever since I met him, I've been about him the whole time.
Okay.
I've completely cut anyone off. I'm only seeing him. I only entertain him. You know, it's like, dude, like I'm with it if you're with it. I'm all in if you're all in.
So, but he's not your man right now, right? You guys just talking?
Yeah.
So you made it clear to him, and then how did he?
He told me that he feels the same way. So it's the beginning, you know. We'll see how it goes.
How long you guys been talking?
A month.
Oh yeah, still brand new. Yeah, you guys it's still brand new.
Very.
But since you made your intentions clear, how long are you willing to wait for him to make it official? Well, what's too long?
I don't know. What 3 months?
3 months?
3 months
Yeah.
dating?
So 3 months, and he still hasn't made you official. Your relationship
No.
official.
Yeah, then it's probably not. It's like
Okay.
it's not it.
people ask that, like, can you be my girlfriend or boyfriend? Like, do people ask that, or do you just?
I don't think so. I don't think at this day and age people ask that anymore. They'll just kind of be like, hey, like this is my girlfriend, if he'll introduce, you know what I'm saying? Or if he'll introduce you to his family.
That
What?
makes sense.
Or they ask, I don't know, like
No.
No, I think if a guy likes it, if a guy really wants to commit to you, he would make it official. He will make it.
okay.
Like I'm not like for me in my boat, like if I'm seeing a girl, like before it's official, I hate the so what are we question.
Right.
Like if we're dating for a hot minute, I'll straight up say, like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And from there it's like, you basically put the ball in the girl's court and let her be like, either yes, I want, want this to be a solid relationship, or they'll basically fade away and be like, I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
Like I'll put someone on the spot, like, because again, like I respect my time and that girl's time. Like, if I want something and she doesn't want it, like obviously, it's not fair to kind of force her into a situation where she doesn't want to be. But at the same time, it's not fair for her to be like, oh, like, no, I don't want a relationship, but I don't want you to see anyone else either.
That's like a waste of everyone's time.
Yeah.
Wait. So guys dislike the what are we question?
Oh, I don't like
honestly,
I'd rather be direct with it. Like the what are we conversation or question kind of, like if there's certain actions, like, let's say, you're seeing that person more than 50% of the week, sleeping with them, all that shit. And then it's, laying in bed at 3:00 in the morning. So what are we? It's like, well, I'm here in your bed at 3:00, been here, 4 days this week doing the same thing. Like, if you have to ask, like, so what are we? Obviously, either you're not looking for a commitment, or, like, to me, that's what it means. Like, you're either not looking for a commitment or you're just afraid to ask for the guy to commit.
Yeah, I mean, if a guy that's very confident in his masculinity, he's not gonna even think like that. He's just gonna make it happen. If he sees you, men are very overprotective and territorial with the woman that he loves. So it's our natural nature to protect. Like we want you to protect you, let you know that I want to be exclusive with you. I don't want any other guy to talk to you. So you won't even have to do anything, ladies, like to get to that point where you have to ask that question. If you're with a guy that wants to take you seriously and is really confident, he'll let you know. He'll just let you know. He doesn't, because he sees that he's attracted to you. He doesn't want any other guy to think that he has a chance with you, so he will let you know at some point. Yeah.
I was in a situation just recently, like last month.
What happened? What happened?
Month. And I really want some answers because we have been seeing each other since November last year up until last month. And I was ambushed to like meet his parents. Like he was just like, oh, come over, I'm making dinner. And I met his parents and his parents knew my name. They're like, oh my gosh, you must be Hope. We heard so much about you. You're actually real. But
wait, so this guy you're seeing, is he long distance?
No.
Same.
He lives here.
He lives here.
Well, I'm not the kind of person who would ask, like, what are we? I just go with the flow until the guy says, you're my girlfriend. And then I'm like, all right, cool.
So what was your like relationship with them? Just friends with benefits or just
girlfriend things? Like we went on hikes. He came over to my house, like every party I had. We go to the movies. We would go out to dinner. And then he ambushed me to meet his parents.
Okay.
And they knew about me. Literally everything.
And then how did you and what happened after that? Were you guys official after?
No, we weren't official.
No.
Why?
But he was just like, he was talking about, oh, are you talking to other people? And I was like, no, I'm not talking to other people, but you know, I'm like spending most of my time with you because we weren't official. Like he didn't think to make us official.
Yeah.
So I was treating it like, all right, friends with benefits. And I never initiated any of these dates. He did. He was like, let's go on a hike. And I was like, oh, I'm free. Like I'm always hiking anyways. So let's go.
That
like,
I would, there's a word for that type of
end.
Huh?
So I want to know, like, so obviously, you know, you said I was up until a month ago. So how did things end? Like, obviously, you know, you had the dinner, met the parents. Like, who decided to be like, who's?
Well, I didn't hear from him for like 2 weeks, which is for me, it's like new because I always hear from him. He never, because I'm always busy because he doesn't really work. And then he ambushed me with his parents, and I didn't act weird after that. Like,
wait, you said he doesn't really work?
Like he doesn't really work, but I still gave him a chance. Will, I gave him.
That's why, and he
was nice.
So he doesn't really work with me until he's unemployed.
Kind of, yeah. He was like unemployed and trying to figure out. He's like a job, like gets bored and then hops from one job to another, so he never knows what he wants to do. But I gave him a chance, and I was like, all right, cool. You seem nice. You're sweet. You're respectful. You care about the environment. So I gave him a chance since November, and then I didn't hear from him for like 2 weeks. And then I heard from him, and he's like, oh, hey, let's hang out, have dinner. And then bam, he was in a relationship officially with someone on Facebook.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Someone sent me the screenshot today.
That's why I told you guys before. That's why I told you guys before. People would be, everybody's with somebody, but they're always looking for a better option.
I would have called him out on that shit. Be like, what the fuck, dude?
But here's the thing. Like, I wasn't really emotionally invested in it, so I'm not really hurt. I was just confused. But the girl is like, I don't know.
What the thing is,
looks like you.
She's like from a lesbian to like dating him.
Oh,
I turned a lesbian straight is what you're saying.
So now I'm like, maybe he's pansexual and like he's figuring himself out. I don't know.
You don't think you guys were just like using each other's time? So like,
I was using his time. He had a
he was using.
I needed.
That's what I'm saying. You were using it for his time, and obviously he was using you for his time as well. Because like I told you guys before, if a guy is serious, like he's gonna make it official.
Then why did he introduce me to his parents?
I don't know.
That's
I literally.
That's
Bro, I literally met some guy's parents, and it was just to like just to say hi, just to pass by, say hi to them, and go to his room. And I was like, what? They don't have respect for their parents anymore.
No, like I sat down and had dinner with them.
That's crazy.
And they introduced themselves, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Like,
and they knew her.
Like,
maybe this what happened. His parents was pressuring. His parents was like, "Hey, when are you gonna marry? When are you gonna find a girl?" And he was like, "You know what? I got a girl right now that could just pretend to be my girl, and so I'm gonna bring it to my parents so they can stop asking me these questions."
I don't want to sound like a D-head, but like he downgraded like a lot.
It's all good. It's all for you.
Maybe the lesbian is giving him like threesomes and shit that he likes.
I'm very open to them. I'm bisexual, so I'm just like,
Oh, I'm trying to think of a reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just an idiot, to be totally honest.
that makes sense to me. Is like he's figuring himself out. He doesn't know if he likes women or men. That's the
There
only
you
reason.
go.
But hoping, Isabel, you guys, if a guy doesn't, if a guy doesn't make it official for the first 3 months, you guys are aware, right? That
I'm just using him for sex. If they don't make it official,
exactly. So
Same thing. Yeah, they're using us.
I'm sure we're both aware. But I'm with the girl, and I haven't made it official for 3 months, but she keeps playing along. I didn't know. I'm pretty intelligent to know that she probably understands it also. That we're just both using the time because we both know that if a girl really likes a guy, then even if he doesn't bring it up, you would bring it up.
right? But here's the thing: his mom still texts me to come over for dinner.
Well, that's her mom. Mom, you know how moms are. Moms are just
She's like, "Oh, coming over for dinner." I'm like, "How does this woman have my number?"
I actually have family members from previous relationships that I'm still good. I have still a good relationship with.
Yeah, but he knows I don't have Facebook.
Okay.
But I'm not mad. I wasn't emotionally invested in it because I treated it like
Because I'm saying is,
need.
if you weren't emotionally invested into it, I'm pretty sure he was aware of it. Like you guys were just together. There was no emotions or emotional intimacy involved. So you guys both understood why you guys were getting out of each other, and you guys just ride it out as long as you can. And then when he found,
there were times where I feel like he tried to ask the question, but didn't really find his second balls to ask the question. So it just played on like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So, ladies, we have asked our questions. It's time for you guys to ask your questions. So, Isabel, you can thought of a question.
What do you guys think about dating apps like Tinder and Bumble and Hinge?
Oh, go ahead, Adam.
All right, so this will be actually hilarious. My brother Zach met his wife on Tinder. So they met probably 5 or 6 years ago on Tinder, and they've been married now for 2 years. So I'd say that was a successful one. My brother Derek met his girlfriend, or fiance now, on Bumble. He actually just got engaged 2 weekends ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I'll be honest, the majority of, if you're on Tinder or Bumble, chances are more often than not, you're looking for a hookup. That's my outlook on it now.
I agree.
I mean, I was,
You use dating apps, Adam?
I remember when it was, Plenty of Fish was the go-to dating app.
Yeah.
Do you guys use Facebook dating?
There's Facebook dating?
Yeah, there's Facebook dating.
Well, I guess I answered that question.
I don't have dating because I don't have Facebook.
What dating apps have you used, Adam?
So I actually have not used any dating apps.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, like a friend made me a Plenty of Fish years ago, but we're going back 10 years ago, and I literally did absolutely nothing with it. And then, again, for me, when all those dating apps started to become kind of popular, that popular uptake was when I really didn't need to resort to that because of, the industry I was working in the time. I literally had, I basically had girls on demand. So for me, I was like, okay, why do I need to resort to Tinder or, Tinder, Bumble, or any of these, these apps to, try to find a girl, try to find company. Granted, because at the end of the day, I'm a hopeless romantic. And so chances are, if I'm going to sleep with a girl, I'm also hoping that there's a relationship will eventually spawn out of that. Just because, I think that, sex, everyone likes to have sex. Everyone likes to get off. Everyone likes to climax. But, if you're having good sex with someone, chances are, obviously, there's other things you're connecting on that level. Because I'm sure we've all had bad sex too, and bad sex, they say bad sex is still like bad pizza. Like, yeah, it's bad sex, but it's still sex.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if you're vibing with that person, if you're connecting on multiple levels, obviously, again, like if the sex is gonna be good, chances are, I'm kind of working backwards with that, but yeah, I mean, chances are if you guys have, if you guys click sexually, chances are you're gonna click in other aspects too. So it's like, okay, well, if these two things are lining up, okay, this could, let's see if this is possibly relationship worthy.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
need more.
Yeah, to answer your.
We need more
What'd you say,
men
Hope?
like. We need
Yeah,
more men like.
Like Adam.
Yeah.
There's a clap for you, Adam. No, to answer Isabel's question, like, yeah, I don't do. I've never used dating apps. I think but I have connected with people through Instagram and Snapchat. But as far as dating apps, I never use it. I think I'm a more direct person. I like to meet people in real life. I think dating apps and everything on social media is very superficial and bullshit. People can just post what they want to post on social media. So I like to avoid wasting time and just meet that person as fast as possible. So if I like you, I'll let them know, and then how we meet, how we meet, I feel like that shows a lot of commitment. Also, I feel like if somebody is reciprocating my interest and my commitment, I feel like it wouldn't be hard to meet that person in real life and find time to be with each other. I think if people are playing games and talking to multiple people on social media, I think they'll make it hard to find time to set a date or to meet you in general. So I like to meet people in general because you can tell how people are just on the first date. So I know a lot of people today do the talking stage. They talk to for a couple weeks, for a couple months before they meet. For me, I think that's a waste of time. I don't do talking stages. Let's meet up.
God, before they meet.
Yeah, people do that. People will talk on text message through a couple weeks or months before they actually meet. For me, I know if I like you if I meet you. If I meet you, I
agree.
Off rip, I know I like, because I can't do the social media thing because you can't really generally know if you like somebody through text message or through social media. It's all superficial. So I like to meet people in real life, to talk to you, see what your mindset is like, see what your energy is, see how, if you have humor, have a personality. And off rip, I would know, okay, this is something I really, really like, and I'm gonna invest my time into you. But I'm not gonna invest my time for 2 or 3 months without meeting you. Like, that's a waste. That's a waste of my. I'm busy doing other things. I gotta make sure my time is used valuably, especially when it comes to somebody I'm gonna invest into. But yeah, that's my response to that. Do you guys do dating apps, Isabel and Hope? Do you guys use dating apps?
I don't do dating apps. I'm an OSO. I like meeting people where I'm at.
All right.
Even.
All right.
I've used Tinder. I have used Tinder.
All right. And how was that? And how was that experience?
I don't know. I've met cool people. I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody knows Tinder is like a hookup app. Did you use it for hookup? Did you use it?
No. I'll tell the guy straight up. I don't know how many times I've told the guy on Tinder, like, hey, what are you looking for? And then I'm like, oh, I want something serious. And then they're like, they don't text back at all.
They're like, that's what, yeah, peace, deuces.
Multiple times. So you're going to find a few guys that are like,
they're like,
exactly. Exactly. But I use Tinder because the same guys that are on Bumble and Hinge are on Tinder also. So it's like
Bumble.
Yeah. Yeah, when Bumble ain't working, you go to Tinder. Release some stress. Release some stress on Tinder. And then once you get released, you go back to the game, go back on Bumble.
One of my friends convinced me to get Hinge, and I got it for like 5 seconds. And the first guy that popped up was like a bald-headed man with no 2 front teeth, and I went F delete. And she was like, "It hasn't even been a minute," and I'm like, "No, not doing this."
Like, I don't care.
I was like, "Nope, The dating scene is like this."
Okay. All right. But you've got okay. So you never use dating apps, and of course, Isabel, you use dating apps and you've met people
Mhm.
on dating apps. Okay, all right.
People that I
So,
don't regret meeting. Like I'm actually glad I met them.
okay, yeah, dating apps. Yeah, dating apps is pretty cool. I just think that it's just yeah, it's just people can put a persona, like Adam said, it could put a persona up front, and it's really hard to
No, I'm
navigate.
all for meeting though. Like I have to meet you, so I know where this is going.
Yeah.
I have to meet you so you're not lying that you're 6 foot. You know,
You're not a catfish.
I have to see that you're not.
Exactly.
And
I don't
I'm
want
sure guys want to know if you're a catfish. Also, like if women are catfishing also. So.
Absolutely.
to. Yo,
Yeah.
I think every
Everyone
girl.
knows what that high angle filter means.
That's fucked up.
I think every girl I've ever met on social media and we met in real life did not look like the pictures that she posted on social media. Not even close. Not even close.
Look like my picture.
Well, I haven't met you in real life. That's just Zoom. I'm just joking. All right. Okay. So thank you for that question, Isabel. So Hope, what's your question?
Isabel took my question, but I have 2.
Go ahead.
My first question I was going to ask about like dating within your own ethnicity, but Adam here likes, POC women, so I'm gonna
Espanol.
lay.
I've literally dated every ethnicity and type of girl. Everyone's like, they're like, is there something you haven't dated? I'm like, probably not.
Men. You haven't dated men.
Have
Yeah.
not dated men, but again, I'm straight, so.
Well, no, if we're actually straight, if we haven't tried.
No.
Oh God.
I don't know. I mean, I'm
Um,
pretty sure, there's a lot of things I haven't tried. I've never been bitten by a shark, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't enjoy
Yeah, I
it.
was gonna say. I'm sure you don't have to taste shit to know it's shit.
Yeah.
is when we look at the percentage of people in committed relationship nowadays and marriage and people having kids, the percentage is pretty high. Committed relationship and marriage is pretty low. Why do you guys think that is?
Ooh. What, Adam? 'Cause I gotta.
Honestly, I'm gonna blame it on social media. Social media has created an outlet, basically an outlet for people to look outside of their own lives to see, instead of focusing on, let's say, there's something, a hard spot in the relationship, instead of focusing on fixing it, the world is so accessible to see, what else is out there that they're not even worried about, oh, well, my relationship really isn't, this isn't that serious of a problem in retrospect, but, let's focus on, seeing what else is out there just in case. That's my take on it.
All right, cool. So to answer Hope's question, you said a lot of people are not committing and not getting into marriage, right? This is what you said.
Right, but everybody's popping out babies like clockwork.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is my opinion about it. And if you said a lot of people are not marrying, if you do look at the statistics, it's the men have no problem getting married. It's the women who are not getting married.
Really?
There's a higher percentage of women not getting married more than the men.
That's surprising.
Yeah, if you go look it up, yeah.
Okay.
So there's more men getting married than women. No, sorry. There's a higher percentage of women who are single and have never been married than men who are getting married. Between, I guess the age group is like 30 to 45 if you look at it. So there's a high percentage of women not getting married, but the men, if you look at the numbers, the numbers has been consistent. Like, men are still getting married, even as they get older, over 30. If a woman, once you pass 30, the percentage of you of not getting married goes up by like three times. Especially if you get to 35, 40. Huh?
Question backfired back onto me as a woman. Like, why are women not getting married? Because
I
men
think-
are different.
I think the two biggest reasons why a lot of women are not getting married today, I think Adam said it best. One of them was like social media. Is I realized that social media has like distorted a lot of women's perceptions of what they want out of men. And I've noticed like where like the average woman today doesn't want the average guy. So a lot of women today, usually back in the day, like wherever you grew up in, you would just date and marry the guy that you in the same area code or geographic location or in your neighborhood. But now, because of social media, it's kind of like gave all these men and women also, but for a lot of women, they have like unrealistic standards of what they want out of men. They want a man that's 6 feet. They want to, you guys mentioned both. I think Hope said that. I don't know, Isabel, you didn't say that. But for a lot of women, you see on TikTok, you guys are all on TikTok, all these girls say, I want a guy that's 6 feet. If you're not 6 feet, don't talk to me. They want a guy that makes $100,000 in a year. They want a high value man. These are things that you see on social media. It's circulating on social media. And these are things that I also hear from a lot of women today, even the average woman. There's a certain type of man they want, and social media has kind of perpetuated that mindset, that reality for all these women. So most women today, like they won't date the normal guy in their neighborhood because they want that guy they see on social media, and they won't settle. And of course, like they won't settle until they find that guy, but they won't. But that's when you see women get 30, 35. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know if you ladies do this, but have you ever noticed that women, the standards tend to decrease as they get older? Because I know a lot of girls today, like, I will never do this. I will never date this guy when she's 23, but then at 30, her standards change because now go ahead.
Our age is here. What's everybody?
Was there? Yeah, I'm 29, and what would you say? I think Adam said he was 30.
Yeah, I'm 30.
Isabel, you said 23.
27.
Oh, 27.
Fuck, I'm the old one in the group. God damn it. Suck. Well, I better go to the early bird special now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
So,
with more like
How old are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
20, 25, 25.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's one thing I do see with why a lot of women today struggle, and about finding a man, because like that's how I'm always interested to hear your requirements of what you guys want. That's why I asked in the beginning. And
Right.
when I talk to the average woman today, a lot of my girlfriends, like they have like all these standards. I'm telling you guys that for guys, it's pretty simple. We just want a nice woman, just be loyal, be pretty, make us a sandwich.
That's it?
Give us
That's
sex.
it? Oh, you just want a pretty, loyal woman?
But you know what?
Don't pop like just keep it little, don't nag us, and don't. Men are really simple. Men are really simple. Men are really simple. Women, if you ask them, they have like a whole laundry list of what they want out of men. And if you ask guys, we only like 3 things: cook,
have laundry. I man who can
cook,
fold my.
clean.
We don't even have cold hands. Fold my laundry.
I can fold a fitted sheet, just so you know.
What?
Yeah. That's that skill.
That is.
Yeah.
But,
I just like this and put it in the corner.
Roll it up into a ball and it's good.
Yeah. Like, boom.
But touching on what Will was saying, like, yeah, again, like all these girls, they have all these high standards, like, 6 feet tall, have, multi-million-dollar house, rack in 6 figures, hung like a horse, all that shit. It's like, okay, ask yourself that. Like, I challenge all these girls, though. Obviously, not you two, but in general.
What do you bring?
Why do you deserve that? Why do you deserve that?
Exactly.
What do you bring to the table to, deserve all that?
Have a list of reasons why.
Because the girls are all want that specific man. That those girls all come from the whole spectrum, from the prettiest girl, even the ugliest girl wants that, or the fattest girl wants that.
I
talk to girls like, huh?
There's no ugly girl out there.
There's no what?
Ugly girl out there.
You live in the dream world. Oh wow.
Rainbows and unicorns.
To the no, yeah, to the no.
Hey, I'm gonna, like I say, but yeah, that's what I do notice that a lot of women, like, they just have these unrealistic standards of what they want. I think guys, we're more realistic of what we want, because I think for guys, like, if a guy's ugly and short and overweight, the world will tell him he's short.
Oh
fat,
yeah, he knows it.
right? But if a woman's short, fat, and overweight, women will never tell that to.
Men will tell her.
No. Men will not tell her.
Oh
women
my
God. Women will empower you. You guys will conflate it. Oh no.
Women will
You're
empower
beautiful.
them, and men will tell them, will tear them down.
Men will still have sex with them, but men will keep it real. We'll keep it real. Like,
Exactly.
the fact that, like, that's what I'm saying. You just proved my point. You said there's no ugly women. You just proved my point.
People in the world, just lesser good looking.
Yes, they are.
I'm trying to
Oh my Lord.
carefully, I'm being considerate of my words.
We're being
Nah,
nice tonight.
Oh, I'm just being honest.
I'm known to
You
like
know.
just out of my mouth.
And also one thing I would say of why a lot of women are single today is, I do realize for a lot of women, they want a traditional man. They want a man that's has a good job, that's protective, that's masculine, that's confident, that takes care of his kids, that fulfill his father's duties and responsibilities. They want a traditional man, but a lot of these women are not traditional women. So a lot of women want a traditional man, but they're not traditional women, and they wonder why a lot of these traditional guys are not wifing them. So that's something I do notice for a lot of women out there, because women, I do see a lot of women just having sex with multiple partners, being hoes, doing this, and then they wonder why, like, these guys are not wifing them up. Because in the end of the day, hey, you're free to make your own choices. But if you want a traditional man, then you have to be a traditional woman. You have to reciprocate that. But I do see a lot of girls who are like, all they post on social media are their ass and titties, but then they're crying of why no traditional man is wifing them up. For me, this is what I see. Like, if you want a traditional man, then you have to be a traditional woman. But a lot of women, I do notice, I want a husband, but they're not wifey material.
What
And of
happened
course,
to
in today, nobody, huh?
what happened to opposite attracts in the world? What if
Oh,
one's
you're just watching a lot of. Yeah, I mean that's the
realistic?
less than 1%. That's the exception, but the exception doesn't make the rule. That's how I would say. That's how they say. If you want a husband, then be a wife. But or like I say, guys too. Like, if you want a wife, then be a husband. So step up and take care of your financial responsibility, and make sure be a father, take care of your kids. But men do also. I'm not saying for women too, but men do it also. Like, a lot of guys will say, I want a traditional wife, but they're bums. They're not working. They're not ambitious. They're not growing. They're not taking care of their bodies. They're not taking care of their children. So you can't say I want a wife, but you're not a husband material. The same thing with a lot of women. Women would say, I don't. Why can't I get a husband? But are you wifey material? So, and men, Adam knows this. Adam knows when we meet a girl, I know it off rip if you're a wifey material. Off rip, I already know. And if you're wifey material, and I always tell women, if you're wifey material, you will get found and you will get wifed up. Men are not gonna. Nothing's gonna stop a man to lock down a woman when he knows he's wifey material. And if you're not getting wifed up and you're getting older, that's a sign to say something called self-reflection. Self-reflection that maybe
with women.
But I'm saying it like this. I'm saying like, if you reach a certain age, like, I see a lot of women today, 35, 40, 45, still living this crazy life. And I'm like, yeah, and then complaining why guys are not wifing them now. I was like, yeah, you're look at your lifestyle. Look at is that a lifestyle that tells a man that this is a mother of my child, this is a woman I want to be the mother of my kids. Right. I'm just saying, so it's like the women that you see the guys wife up, you typically wifey material. You usually see, well, most of the time, I'm not saying all, but usually the women would wife up is, in his mind, he thinks that's wifey material.
I've seen both. Kenny, you're front.
Yeah, exactly.
I think deep down, guys and girls, they know if they're wife and husband material off.
Exactly. Why girls know it too.
Yeah, like, you know, a fuckboy's not going to go sitting around going, how come nobody wants a relationship with me? It's like, you know why no one wants a relationship with you? Because you got a roster fucking deeper than the Dallas Cowboys.
Don't talk about the kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not even a Dallas fan.
But I would say I have seen a lot of women that they'll fuck around with the fuck boys in their 20s, and then once they're around 30, 35, they want to settle down. But I would say is you might be too late. You might be too late by then, because I've just noticed, like, you know, if for women who are over 30 or 35, for a lot of guys, you know, they want a woman that's fertile, they want to have kids with, they want a woman that's compatible with them. And sometimes when they meet women that over 30, 35, they haven't got married, and she's been like just slept with every single person. A lot of guys are like, oh my God, like that's not wifey material right there. Well, I've just seen that too. But
That's why you have 2 cousins waiting back home for you.
yeah, so I'm just saying is,
That area.
and of course it's a culture today, right? They're telling young women today, just go out there and have sex. I'm just saying is, if you meet the guy of your dreams in your 20, 23, 24, 25, like take him seriously and not fuck him over for the fuck boy. But then 30, 35, okay, I'm ready now. And then you go to that guy that was gonna take it seriously. I'm ready now. I want to get married. I want to get married at 35. The guy's like, nah, I'm good. It's too late. You had your shot. But you wanted to fuck the fuck boy and had multiple baby daddies. But now you're ready. But you have a lot of baggage to come along with you now. Instead of just, if you met the right person at a certain time, take advantage of it. But yeah, that's my viewpoint on that.
Okay.
Isabel, I see you want to say something.
At the end of the day, married men cheat. I've seen so many married men cheating on their wives. It's like, I think that's probably why women want to wait so long, because it's like, damn, I think they could endure that pain at 30, 40 years old, and not in their 20s.
Let me ask you guys, do you think all men cheat? Girls, ladies, do you think all men cheat?
I think most of them do.
Most of men?
Okay.
Most of them.
Okay. How many loyal men have you ever met in your life?
1.
Right now, 1. I think I know one loyal guy right now that's married.
Okay, let me ask you this. Have you guys always been loyal in every relationship you guys ever had?
Yes.
I have.
Always?
Yes.
Oh,
I have.
okay. All right. I'm just asking. Okay.
Actually,
All
yes. Actually, yes.
right. You have to rethink that.
If you're watching, yes.
Have you guys ever cheated on?
Have I been cheated on?
You have been cheated on?
Yes. With my best friend. My ex cheated on me with my best friend.
Do you guys know why they cheated on you?
I know why.
Why?
High school lovers. We like got different scholarship, different places. He went to Mississippi. I stayed in Oahu in Hawaii. Different time zone. And I'm just like, my world doesn't revolve around you. Education comes first, then you. And then at the same time, my mom was running for like lieutenant governor. So like my time was there with my mom and my school, and I ignored. So he went and vented to my, and then him and my best friend just, you know.
And then he accidentally fell into her, and then out of her, and then back into her.
They're still together up to this day. They have a child.
Damn.
Wow.
But Isabel, you said you got cheated on. Like, do you know why?
I think he's an info. Like, that's all it was. It was just sex. Like, just to get his dick wet, you know?
Okay. All right.
He didn't leave me for anyone. He wanted to be with me.
He just wanted to be with everyone else also.
He just wanted to fuck.
Okay.
Huh?
Nothing.
Was he rich?
Him?
Yeah.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Goodness, he didn't NFL.
That's a different story. Okay, and then all right, so you guys are all okay, and then so Isabel says most men cheat, but there is a small percentage of.
I think most men cheat. I know most married men cheaters. than loyal married men. I know more married men that cheat than loyal married men.
And loyal married men. Okay,
I tell
gotcha. Go ahead, Hope.
Because I've like dated women, and let me tell you, the lesbian community, the cheating, they cheat. Like, they
Also,
cheat.
I've heard, I've seen TikToks of like lesbian cheating. It's crazy.
And they're crazy. They're just as crazy as men.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
In a
Okay.
good way. Like in a good way where you keep wanting to go back to them. But like, crazy, but you're like, but I still want to go see Vanessa.
The crazy ones are usually the best in bed. Just saying.
But I still want to go see her. Vanessa, I'm free if you want to come over.
Okay. Instead, Adam, you said you've been cheated on also, and why did they cheat?
I have no clue. Honestly, I got cheated on by my girlfriend at the time with not one, but two girls when I was literally 10 minutes away from where they were.
Oh, she was bisexual?
She was trisexual. Apparently, she would try anything. And I'm pissed off about it, and I'm still sour about it to this day because she promised me a threesome and still never got it. But she goes and sleeps with two of her hot friends, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? And she's like, oh yeah, this was in Vegas. She's like, yeah, we just, it kind of just happened. I'm like, I was 10 minutes away in the same fucking city.
Hey,
Do you still consider if it's women and women, like if it's a woman and a woman, like do you really still think that's
you consider that cheating?
yeah?
I mean,
Asking. I think yes.
I think cheating is cheating. It doesn't matter if it's with a guy
It's
or
like
a
an
girl.
emotional, yeah.
Like for me, okay. I grew up. My parents have been together for like 35 years. Picture perfect marriage. My grandparents have been together, for God knows how fucking long, on both sides. So I mean, I grew up in a household where we're told cheating's wrong, don't cheat, and if you're gonna if you're not happy in the relationship, leave the relationship. It's as simple as that. Like if you've got the urge to cheat, obviously you're not happy in the relationship, there's something missing. So either tell your partner what's missing from that relationship so you can try to fix it, or just leave the relationship. But yeah, to touch on it, cheating is cheating. It doesn't matter if a guy cheats with a girl or a guy, or vice versa. If a girl cheats with a girl or a guy, it's cheating is cheating.
okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys. When they did cheat, did you guys see signs of cheating? Did you guys where you guys are did you guys foresee it at some point? You're like, this is probably and what were the telltale signs or I guess behaviors that you realize, oh wow, there's something going on?
For me, I never saw signs of cheating because I will still say he's an amazing person. He was like the best boyfriend I ever had.
Me,
I have nothing ill to say against him because I know my faults.
Yeah.
Led to him doing that, which is not right of him. But I
Okay.
didn't see.
What about you, Isabel?
I don't know. That motherfucker hit it well. Also,
Yeah.
he was great. He would take me out, would sleep over. I would sleep over at his house. We would go on vacation.
Oh, I got a great question for you guys. I want to ask you guys. It's regarding the cheating. So, would you respect a man? Oh, I'll ask the ladies. This is for the ladies. Would you respect a man that tells you, "Hey, I like to sleep with other women, but I want to be with you"? So he's upfront with his being promiscuous and having sex with other girls, or a guy that tells you that he only wants to be with you, but then cheats on you. So do you respect the guy that tells you upfront, or do you respect or the guy that tells you he wants a monogamous relationship?
No, that's an open relationship. I don't do open relationships.
Yeah, but
so either one is a no.
I'll go
So I'll respect him. I'll be like, okay, you want to see other women? Okay, see other women, but you're not gonna see me.
Okay. All right. That's fine. What about you, Hope? Was the guy's like, you know what? He's upfront with it. Let me ask you this: what is his dream guy? He's a dream guy. Is everything you wanted in a guy, but he's upfront. He's not gonna hide it. And he tells you, you know what?
My dream.
You're gonna be my main chick. You're gonna be my main chick. You're gonna get all my resources.
But is that okay? So is that like women for us too? Like he'll be the main guy, but we could sleep with other men? Huh?
No.
If it's the latter, I don't want it. But the former.
He's a dream. But he's a dream guy. He has everything you wanted.
That's not a dream guy. That's not what I want.
But the caveat. But the caveat is. But he's upfront. Like I say, he's not gonna. A lot of guys will do it behind your back, like you say. Like the guy that cheated on you, you never knew it. He hit it well. But this is a dream. This is a dream guy. Like he was like, look, I'll just be upfront with you. You can be my main chick. You can have everything. All these girls I fuck with, and they're nothing to me. It's just another busting my nut. But
you can't sleep with other men.
No.
I mean, my only answer to a man who says that to me is like, you're my dream man too, but I'm gonna fuck all these other hoes.
What if this guy is like say he's like a billionaire? He's a dream guy. He treats you.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's a billionaire. He'll elevate your life, change your lifestyle forever. But he's upfront. To be honest,
yeah,
with you. Like,
I would
you know what? I'm gonna fuck with these. Yeah, you would do
I would do it.
I'm gonna be. Oh, you're a billionaire? Yeah, buy me a house, pay off the land mortgage, and
But you can't have out of men. You can't
pay off.
Yeah. But let me ask you this,
right.
Will and Adam, if a woman that had $1 billion and was like, I'm gonna sleep with other men, but you're the main guy and I'm gonna give you everything, what would you do?
I'm fucking hopping on that gravy train.
What would you do?
Yeah.
We're talking $1 billion. That's
so don't try to put us like women are shallow if men would do the same thing.
No, because we see more examples of that, of women doing that. You don't see a lot of billionaire women wifing average dudes.
Well, then here's my question.
But you see a lot of billionaires, sleeping with average, like, pretty normal, like girls who just pretty girls from
came to you and was like, I have $1 billion and you're gonna be my main man. Like all these other bitches.
If you were a woman, what would you do?
I can't say because I'm not a woman.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna be straight up. I'm hopping on that gravy train regardless, and at the same time, I'm gonna step my shit up to make them not want other people. And be like, oh damn! Like
would you suck dick for $1 million?
Huh?
Would you suck dick for $1 million?
Are we getting $1 million cash, and who's finding out?
Hey, I like that answer.
Enough said.
I mean, $1 million tax free is a lot of fucking money.
That's what bro.
And living
I would do some weird shit.
I will take that $1 million.
Okay, so so both you ladies said that the guy is a billionaire and he's a dream guy. He's upfront. You guys would take him.
But so would men.
Yeah,
I think women with a certain status wouldn't date guys in lower that's low. Wouldn't either date or to be serious with guys lower. But men,
you gotta D her down that one good time, and she will go back for more.
But yeah, if I don't know if you guys saw that Dave Chappelle show when he had a chance with Oprah. Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
Yes.
Yes, you saw that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Throwing it way back.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get on that train real quick. I'm gonna milk
that's
it.
That's why you always got to bring that A game, whether it's
I think men will do it, but we won't stay in it. I think we'll milk it and then dip. I think women will. I think you guys will just stay in it. You guys will stay in longer. But anyways, ladies and men, before we conclude our podcast, you guys have any last questions? Any spicy questions? This is the time to do it. Throw it up, Hail Mary, whatever you guys want to ask, whatever, no matter how crazy, spicy, nasty it is. You want to ask it right now.
Oh, Adam, you said you were looking to have a threesome. I'm telling you now, it may not be all that. My and it's like on one person, I can't pay attention to two people at the same time. I had to kick one out of the
I hope you
room.
have.
Wait, Adam,
So-
you've had threesomes.
No.
Oh.
So you had it. Hope you had it.
Again, I'm just like I said, I'm just salty about the whole situation of being promised a threesome, and then she goes and has threesome without me.
Right.
But
I'm
yeah,
just
So-
that's one of the few things I haven't done.
I
and
hope
yes,
you, so you had. No,
I've had
was it
I've had
a
a full-
threesome? Was it was it two girls and a guy, or was it one guy and two girls? Wait, two guys or one girl?
with two girls and then one guy and two girls.
Two girls and got one guy. Okay, so there's one guy, both of them.
3 girls and one guy.
Okay, all right, yeah. Because if it was two guys and one girl, it's not a threesome. That's a gangbang.
Oh my god.
It only works if it's two girls and one guy. That's a threesome.
One guy, yeah.
All right. And Isabel, you said, have you had a threesome before?
I haven't, never.
Okay. You aspire to?
I don't think so.
You should try it once.
If you say if you don't think so, then yeah, there's a chance.
I don't want to see the man.
Do you
He
want?
doesn't your man. Just like find some like people that you have chemistry with that you're not in relationship with, and just
So hope you said it wasn't a fun experience for you. What did you say? It was distracting.
fun because like I'm focused on like trying to just please one person, and then there's like another person, and then I was turned off because I can't focus on 2 people and like trying to please
Someone
them.
gets left out and feelings get hurt.
That's a
But,
woman. That's
like-
a woman response right there.
Or you leave, so then one of them left. They're like, "Fuck this shit," and they left.
Okay. All right.
So
Okay.
not for me.
All right. So yeah, threesome. I think that's on my bucket list and Adam's.
Honestly, at this
Let's
point, I
go.
can take it or leave it.
I do have one more.
Go
Would
ahead.
you guys ever date a transgender?
Honestly, I probably wouldn't. Not again. It's just I'm not really attracted to. I mean, again, physically, like the beauty could be there, but again, it's not my personal preference.
Okay.
I mean, again, respect their decision. Let them do their thing. Let them live their life. Again, I was raised to treat people with respect. Like it doesn't matter, if somebody tells me that they identify as a 3-headed unicorn, okay, cool. Like, do I have to sit there and basically live into their reality? No, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit there and be a dick to them about it. I'm like, okay, cool. Like you do you. So again, circling back to like, yes, like would I date a tranny? No, I have no desire to. Could the tranny could they have a fantastic surgery and look basically like you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference? Absolutely, but again, personal preference.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty much in adjacent to what Adam said. Yeah, I wouldn't date. I wouldn't date a transgender. I'm only attracted to the way I have to know it's a
women.
Oh, cis. Oh, I like that word. A lot of people don't know that word. The cis women. Yeah, she has to be biologically born as a woman for me to be attracted to.
I agree though with the whole man. I can't date a transgender man.
Yeah.
I
What about
respect
you, Hope?
them.
Yeah. I have not respect them, love them, appreciate them like any other human being. But yeah, when it comes to my penis, yeah, biologically has to be a woman. What about you?
I've dated a transgender. Yeah.
How was it?
How was that experience?
It was amazing. It was like 2 in 1. You have a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Was it a male to female transition or female to male transition?
Female to male.
Female to male, yeah.
Okay.
I live in a part of Philadelphia which is called Mount Airy. It's like a bubble.
I know
And
exactly where that is.
Everyone here is a lesbians, transgender. Like my neighbor Dave was just pregnant. And I was like, Dave, you're a woman? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm like 8 months pregnant. I was like, what?
You're like, say what?
I was like, what?
Oh, wow.
Like, so like I live in that neighborhood and I met this person and yeah, it just happened. And I was like, oh, this is a new experience. Don't regret it.
Yeah, and I want to ask you this question: like, when you date transgender people, and people are watching this, I'm just curious. All right, I'm not coming for you guys, but did you when you dated a transgender person, did you feel the energy of their gender that they transitioned into, or was just you felt the energy of both men and women, even though they were? You said from male to female. Was it male to female?
The energy that they transitioned into more, but when I got to know them more, I felt both.
You felt both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. Yeah. Okay.
But they about it, like they told me about it, and I was like, okay, cool.
Would you be open to marriage, like long term, with a transgender person?
Marriage, I don't know. Probably
know?
not.
Yeah.
Because of my cultural background, probably not.
Okay. All right. Well, we had a lot of variety of topics today.
Oh, right.
We got to we kind of really explored a lot of topics. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, bless you. Did you just sneeze once or twice?
Twice.
Oh, you know what that means, right?
Someone's
No.
thinking about,
Somebody's thinking about you.
or
Really?
someone's
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's like the superstition. And if you sneeze consecutively, then,
Wait,
somebody's
thing with the
thinking
tongue.
about you. Yeah, and but by the way, it is like 12:40 your time, so it is this time where people are thinking about other people. So you might get a text. I get a text pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
You might send a text pretty soon. You might send a text out pretty soon. All right. So guys and girls, thank you so much. We've come to the end of the podcast. Thank you for jumping on tonight. If you guys watching this live, I don't know if you guys, when you guys get a chance, if you do have Facebook, I do see like over 60 comments. So people have been going crazy on the comment section. So definitely check it. Yeah, I see
Really?
yeah.
I have to check it out. I haven't.
Yeah, you guys gotta check it out. Go to my profile and check it out. A lot of people saying a lot of things on there.
How do I? I'm kind of an old person. I don't know how to work these things.
Real quick before we close, y'all. We come to the end. Just want to say thank you so much for being on this podcast. One thing I always want to ask everybody on the panel before we leave is to conclude the podcast is, I just want to ask your own personal opinion. What was your thoughts about the podcast, and what did you take away based from all our conversations that we had today about modern day dating today? So I'm going to ask you guys your feedback. What did you get out of this podcast? And I'll start with you, Isabel.
I feel like I've learned a few things about men and women, but for the most part, we pretty much think the same. We're not that different.
Okay.
But I like these conversations. The 2 hours passed by really quick. Actually, it's been more than 2 hours. We just talked
I know.
to know each other. I enjoyed it.
All right, for
I'll
sure.
definitely do it again.
All right, nice. Thank you. And the wine helped too.
Yeah.
That wine helped, definitely helped. You help. What was your take? What'd you take from the podcast?
I'm gonna agree with Isabel. Like, basically tonight confirmed that women do think like men to a certain extent, and men do have feelings, just like women.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, I remember my mom always telling me, "Hope, be nice to boys, because like they have feelings." And I was just like, "Oh right, I'm pretty like mean to boys." Right. affirmed a lot of things for me, and it was super fun, and hope to do it again.
All right. Nice. Thank you, Hope. And last but not least, my man Adam.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Definitely fun getting to peek into the opposite sex's outlook on things, and just in general hearing another guy's perspective. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you and me. Well, I definitely think we differ on a few things outlook wise, but again, that's what makes people different. But yeah, it's definitely fun kind of hearing people's personal stories, kind of delving into that psyche and kind of seeing what makes people tick.
All right, no worries. Yeah, and for all you guys, thank you so much for jumping on. I really appreciate it, and everybody that's watching this right now live, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for commenting. By the way, I see a lot of live comments. A lot of you guys have been asking questions, so hopefully by the conversation that we had today, you guys can figure out why you're still single today. And if you didn't get the answer you're looking for, then definitely tune in for part 2 when we get back together and continue this podcast. We can hopefully answer some of your questions. But I just want to give a quick plug real quick. I do this every single Saturday. So if you love the content, if you enjoyed our conversations, if you love these beautiful men and women on this show, I'll definitely have their social media profiles listed on the bottom of this video. You guys can check them out and follow all of them. And all of them are single. So if you want to shoot your shot, go ahead. I don't know if they're going to respond, but you might as well. But yeah, tune in. If you love the content, please like and subscribe to my channel. And tune in every single weekend, every single Saturday. I do invite guests from all around the world. And we have these type of conversations. So until next time, I appreciate y'all. See you guys next time. Peace.